Hey everybody, it's Bodybuilding Brothers, and today we're doing a video on how to gain muscle, whether you're losing weight or gaining weight. So right off the bat, we have a lot of questions daily concerning how do you gain weight. And what you want to focus on, not how to gain weight, it's how to gain muscle, because those two things definitely differ in a lot of ways. When you're gaining muscle, you definitely want more thermogenic calories, and when you're gaining weight, you can have more a variety, especially concerning fats and carbs. And so the general rule definitely sticks with the 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You don't need any more, and you can do with a little less, especially if you switch your carbohydrate intake to a little bit higher when you reduce your protein. That way, your nitrogen retention throughout the day is consistent, and that's definitely important for increasing lean muscle mass. And if you're just gaining weight in general, I'd say stick to about 90 grams of fat a day. That would be kind of a top level. And carbohydrates, I would stick to about in the 700 to 800 range, about 600 to 650 coming from complex carbohydrates, and the 50 grams coming when you wake up and directly post workout. And that's just for the simple carbohydrate intake. For those sources, I would say applesauce is a good one, especially if it's organic. And you definitely don't want any processed sugars in your body. It's just less healthy. And carbohydrate sources for complex carbohydrates, I would say sweet potatoes are excellent. They have a lot of potassium, especially if you're reducing your simple carbs, such as bananas usually have a lot, but they also have about 22 grams of carbs if it's a medium-sized banana. So, I mean, about 18 grams of sugar. So I would definitely go with the oatmeal. Again, it has a lot of iron, a lot of macronutrients, which are important. And a lot of people don't focus on the macros. They just focus on fats, carbs, and proteins. That will, in the long run, it won't benefit you, because it's true your body mainly runs on those three fundamentals, but the macros definitely play an important role in the digestion and retention of those foods and nutrients. So definitely focus on the macros, and also concerning the bioavailability of those macronutrients is really important, because 10% of your calcium could come from a cup of spinach, but again, the bioavailability of that calcium is not as high as it could be in a fortified food such as milk or another source of calcium. And another thing we were going to concerning is we've had a lot of questions about turmeric as an herb, and we looked into it, and it does play as an anti-estrogen, and it does increase testosterone, and it will increase lean muscle mass over a long period of time because of curcumin, which is in turmeric, and it definitely plays a vital role in all of those factors. So, also important herb just to add to your daily diet, and it's also anti-carcinogenic and anti-inflammatory. So all of those really do help with your body. And protein sources that are good are fish, chicken, turkey. You could also focus on vegetarian sources, but again, not all vegetarian sources have the EAA, essential amino acid complex. So just look at what you're doing and see, if you rice protein is much more different than oatmeal protein and all of those. So just focus, and if you get in your essential amino acids from meats and then focus for the rest of your protein intake from other sources, that's just as good. And if you want to gain lean muscle mass, I would say a general calorie intake level should be about 3,200 and above. And if you're losing weight, definitely don't go above 2,000, regardless of your weight. I would say if you're about 200 pounds and less, don't go above 2,000 calories. And if you're losing weight, focus more on consistently eating throughout the day. It'll increase your metabolism. And same with gaining weight, because it will increase your metabolism. Your body will go for your glycogen, then your muscle, then your fat. So you will be a little bit flatter, but if you increase your level of training, it should level out. So if you have more questions and want a personalized training and diet regimen, please inbox us. We do about 4 a day, and right now we have about 15 waiting, and we've sent off about 34. And yeah, don't hesitate to inbox us. Please comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.